Welcome to Martensville. We're in the Martensville Recreation Centre in the beautiful city of Martensville, just north of Saskatoon. There's an aerial view in the summer, not in the winter. And the new Martensville Recreation Centre. It's 2 years old right now, and this is the first time we have Ringette in the building. This game will be the Calgary RATH and the Manitoba Herd, and we'll be started in about a minute 30 seconds. As you can see there. Now, the RATH this morning played against the Saskatchewan Heat, and it was a tight game. The Heat coming off on top for the first time in franchise history. That was a 4-3 victory over the RATH, so the RATH will probably be looking to make amends against the Manitoba Herd. This will be game one in the Western Hub here in Martensville for the Herd, game two for the RATH. In net for the Herd, we have Kaylee Davies taking the pipes. That's the only goalie on the Herd. This morning's game for the RATH featured, let's see if I got an image right here. That was Maddie Nystrom in the net for the RATH this morning. I'm going to guess that for game two, it'll be Julia Harvey taking the pipes for the RATH. I'm guessing that's what they'll do. They have both goalies here, and there they are getting warmed up. So that's how the game will go, I would imagine. And now we got the whistle, so the final warm-ups will be happening. On your screen right now, I have a QR code for shout-outs. That QR code would allow us to know if you scan the QR code. And if you're watching from a device, just take a screenshot of from your device right now, and that'll save a photo to your local photos. Open up that photo, and then press your finger down on the QR code. That'll present you with a link. If you're watching on a TV with YouTube, just scan the QR code with your phone, that'll present with the link. And that will present you with the Google form that asks who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and if you're a Ringette player, what team you're on. And I'd be happy to give you a shout out during halftime. Let these players know which fans are here cheering for them online. So there's the QR code. Love to have you. We're almost ready to go for today's game. We have myself, Darren Dagenstein. I'll be operating the camera. We have Gabe Croswell and Paul Kozan. Paul, the knowledgeable, long-time coach, great knowledge of the game, for the color commentary, and Gabe Croswell doing the play-by-play. Great to have you both. Okay, we're about to get started, which means I need to take my mic off and give it to Gabe right now.
All right. Free play taken by the Herd. They send it into the offensive zone. And immediately there's a turnover there. The RATH looking to start strong here. In the neutral zone, they look to move forward. Pass there to Hemstreet. Hemstreet behind the net with it. She passes across to Brown. Brown tries a shot. A little bit of a screen there. Saved by the pad of the goaltender. And the Herd look to break out. Herd now, L'Esperance in the neutral zone, sends it in. Blocked by the RATH D. That's Hemstreet once again. She looks to break out. Breaks out into the neutral zone, a little bit of a loose ring, battles for it, she picks it up. And here's Hemstreet with it again, looking to break in. That goes to Gillespie. And Gillespie goes behind the net with it, dropping it to Brown on the side, and Brown drops it to Meyer. Meyer cutting behind the net. She tries the cross slot pass, nobody's there, so the Herd recover and look to break out. The Herd getting held up at the blue line there, they do manage to get it out. She sends it deep to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon tries to cut through the slot for a shot and gets knocked out of the way by the defense of the RATH, and now the RATH look to break out. They do the relief pass behind the net. There's Murray with it. Murray under pressure. Loses that ring. Picked up there by the Herd. She's got an interesting name. Cavadas with it. Cavadas sends it across to Campbell. Campbell looks for her opportunity. Passes across the slot to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon with a shot, and it goes off the pad. Loose ring in the front of the slot. And it looks like a crease violation on the RATH, but it's still picked up there by the Herd. They sneak behind the net with it. Cutting around the outside. She cuts in Cavadas. Tries the shot, goes off the pad. goaltender's ring. Harvey makes that pass out to her defense. They manage to get the ring out of the zone. It is touched, so that's not 2 lines. Bit of a knock over in the defensive zone. Just a little too strong on her, eh?
Yeah, kind of might have been an interference penalty there. It looked like the RATH player was trying to get to the ring. We'll see what the call is here. Nope, not interference. I guess that was just a
body contact.
Good start to the game for both teams, though. Some fast-paced action back and forth. I know the Herd will be looking to, or the RATH rather, will be looking for a quick start here if they can get it. Just to bounce back. The Herd looked sharp early on.
Wheeler with it around the top of the circle, heads behind the net. Wheeler still with it now. She drops it. Pass up front. In the slot, she tries the shot. Loose ring, bouncing around. That is a save for Kaylee Davies. Now the Herd looking to break out, do the relief pass. Sends it into the neutral zone. That's Kohutch with it now. Kohutch looking to break in under a lot of pressure by the RATH. RATH not letting that ring go anywhere. Everyone's fighting for it. Ring comes out. Anderson breaks into the zone by passing to Wheeler across this ice surface. Wheeler with it now, drops it for Hemstreet. They make a change, get some fresh legs out there. Hemstreet skates with it behind the net. Hemstreet slot pass. Ring in front of the net, loose battle, and it's picked up by Vince for the Herd. She's looking to break out. Cross D-to-D pass to Bazitny, who passes it back across to Vince. Now Vince looking to break out. Gets it over to Bazitny, who can't quite get it over that blue line. It comes out to the neutral zone. That's a good pickup there by the Herd. Another beautiful drop pass to Bazitny. A little bit of a trip up there, and they're going to call it.
That was a good patient passing by the Herd there. They're down a player, shorthanded here, so there's a extra tight coverage, obviously, but they took their time, and it paid dividends there. They got the clock running here. Haven't stopped it yet. One of the downsides of checking so closely is sometimes you get your stick in the wrong spot, and I think that's sort of what happened to the RATH player there. Ended up with a tripping penalty.
They're going to have to fix that count.
Yeah, we just lost about 20 seconds. Well,
yeah.
The clock, this is a new facility, as mentioned. The clock workers are getting better at working this clock here now. They very quickly put 20 seconds back on there. Haven't been any real high-quality scoring opportunities yet. The teams are just sort of feeling each other out here early in the game. And, both sides have had some zone time, but no real threatening opportunities so far.
They got it all figured out. Wotherspoon with the free play sends it to the side to Morissette. Morissette takes it behind the net. Still keeping possession with it. Moves to the top of the circles. Tries the pass. It doesn't end up working. Recovered there by the RATH D. We got some 4-on-4 even action
some good
here.
Open ice here with a little 4-on-4 here.
Chance at a breakaway goes just a little bit too far. RATH deep in the offensive zone. Drops it off for Meyer. Meyer behind the net with it. Skates up. Drops it. Behind the net once again. Getting some fresh legs on the ice there with a good change. Drop pass to Bears. Bears cutting in towards the slot. Trying to shot. Gets pushed to the outside. Loose ring in front of the slot. Takes a shot. And it goes off the side of the blocker, the goalie. And the shot clock runs out. Still feeling each other out a little bit here.
Yeah, nothing too threatening looking here just yet.
That's Brett Amarogin with it. Amarogin looking to get it out. Manages to get that loose ring. Now looks to break in. Under a lot of pressure, good drop pass. They managed to break in here. Spearing with it now. Spearing's got some good speed, using her edges to go around the net. Drops it off to L'Esperance. L'Esperance cuts to the slot. She tries a shot, gets hauled down. Good defense there, not giving her anything to work with. That's Hildebrand.
The key there was the defender stayed on her stick. They didn't get into the hands or into her feet, and the referees let that one go.
They're doing a really good job of collapsing in.
Yeah, still haven't been any real high quality shots yet. One shot for each team on the board here by the looks of it.
RATH defense looking to break out. They send it just a little bit too far. That gets picked up by Spearing, and it goes back into the zone. Here they've got a solid opportunity. She tries a shot from the slot. It ends up getting a save there. Save there by Julia Harvey, and now the Wrath look to break out. Nice spinorama move in the neutral zone. She looks to bring it back into the zone. A little bit of bodies flying. Comes down deep behind the net. Drops it for Meyer. Meyer with it now. Cutting in towards the slot. Tries a shot, and she scores! She goes around the right side. Tries a far side shot. I don't know if she snuck that through the 5-hole or if that went up over the pad.
I think it was just right along the ice. To me, it looked like a real hard shot along the ice. And those are tough ones, especially at the start of the game when the ice is still slick. That ring slides pretty fast here. We'll take a look at the replay, but it looks to me like she just sort of stepped out in front and then just whipped it along the ice. Yeah, caught the far side. Nice shot.
And the Wrath take the first early lead in the first quarter here. The Herd sending it deep, trying to get a shot. Cavadas ends up capturing that ring. She keeps possession, looking for an opportunity. She tries the slot pass, doesn't work, and that's picked up by Ava Will, looking to break out the other direction. The Wrath looking to send it out. She sends it to the neutral zone. Ring goes almost 2 lines, but not quite. Anderson stops that and gets that relief pass out. They break in cleanly. Here's Ung with it. Ung heading towards the net, tries a shot, hits the shoulder of the goaltender. Beautiful save. Skating around the outside, keeping possession is Anderson. Anderson to Wheeler. Wheeler cutting to the slot, being pressured out by the defense. Cutting around. Looking for an opportunity. She goes behind the net. Tries that pass through the slot, but it ends up getting stopped by the D. And now the Herd take possession to break out. Loose ring. Waterspoon gets it to Cavadas once again. Cavadas managed to do some magic on her edges there to stay alive and almost kept possession, but got it knocked off of her stick by the Wrath D there. Looking to break out. They send it to the neutral zone. Wheeler manages to get it to her teammate. They look for the opportunity, and they get stopped right at the slot with a crease violation. Herd's goalie sends it behind the net for the defense. We got Amaragan again. Amaragan trying to break out. She gets the ring to the neutral zone, but the Wrath still recover, and they break right back in as quick as possible. Brown with it, sending it deep. Holding that ring to the outside. They try the shot from the slot. It's a good save there by Davies. Out into the neutral zone once again. Ring goes 2 lines. Picked up by the Wrath. Back to the neutral zone. Brown looking to break in. No easy pass with it, so she swings around. Oh, she tried that quick pass, and it gets picked up by the Herd's D. Amarajan had sent it into the neutral zone. It goes all the way to the offensive zone. Battle for the loose ring, won by Bears. A little bit of back and forth there, again, with no crazy opportunities. Meyer sends it deep for Bears. Bears on a breakaway chance. She dekes. She shoots. What a save by the goaltender. Davies standing tall with that pad save. Once again, the Herd looking to break out, and the Wrath is collapsing really well on them, not letting them have any open space. Bears takes the ring. She had a great opportunity there. I bet you she wants that one back. Going behind the net here. It's Brewster. Brewster had passed it. A beautiful,
the ref
beautiful
was
save by the
about to make the crease call and got slew-footed by the Wrath player. She's okay.
The Herd breaking out. Pass to the neutral zone is good. Pass into the offensive zone also good to L'Esperance. L'Esperance with it. Looking for a shot. She cuts in. She had that far side shot. Just missed the net with it. That's spearing back to L'Esperance. L'Esperance past the slot. Pass. They're looking for a shot here. They pressure her out really well. They get the slot shot. No time left on the shot clock. She manages to get it to the goaltender goalie ring. Harvey with it had sent it out to her defense. Here's Marlborough looking to break out to Wheeler. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Wheeler comes out with it. She sends it deep. Lost an edge there twice. Goes into the corner. It's picked up by the Herd. They bring it out to the neutral zone. L'Esperance to Hildebrand. Hildebrand passing it back out for some relief. She's under a lot of pressure. They send it back up here, Spearing with it. Looking for an offensive opportunity. She sends it deep and goes for a change. Another drop pass, getting those fresh legs out there. Here's Waterspoon. Waterspoon moving quickly, does a drop pass to Campbell. Campbell tries the shot, glove save there. And the shot clock runs out as that shot was taken.
It seems to me, just observational here to start the game, the RATH seem to be into it a little bit more, probably a byproduct of having played earlier today. It's a little bit of a slower start for the Herd. I guess the advantage for the Herd will be as the game wears on and they get into it a little more. They should have fresher legs, theoretically, being that it's their first game of the day, but we'll see if that plays out.
Herd with it, tries the slot pass, doesn't end up working. Ring goes to the outside, crease violation. Yeah, it felt like the Heat versus the RATH earlier today just started so hot and fast compared to this.
Yeah, this one is almost akin to, some boxers in the first round, just throwing some jabs, feeling each other out here.
It's a good metaphor.
I figure the pace will pick up.
Still a loose ring, still recovered by the Herd's offense. Here's Cavadas with it. She's making a lot of moves, tries the slot pass. It does come out loose for the Herd to stay on offense. Good pressure by that offensive line. Campbell passes it off there to Jansen. Jansen with the shot, and a good save there by Harvey. Harvey sends it out. Hemstreet with it now. Hemstreet looking to break out under a little bit of pressure, moving around quite well. She does get it to the neutral zone. Race for the loose ring. Fought forward by Kohutch and Hassel. Kohutch got it into her defensive end, and then she recovered it. Sends it to the neutral zone. Good breakout. Now they look to break in. Morissette sends it to Jansen. Jansen with an opportunity. Tries the shot. Blocker save there by Julia Harvey. Harvey sending it to the outside. The RATH defense have a chance to break out, and they do. That's there to Brewster. Brewster sends it in. There's Bears with it. Bears having her opportunity earlier, looking for another one. I think that's Brewster with it right now. She cuts in. She tries the back pass. It goes just a bit too far, and Spearing manages to recover it for the Herd. They break out. Neutral zone looking for that pass in. Loose ring gets picked up by the RATH's D, and they break out. Meyer sends it across. That goes to Bears. Bears trying to break in. Sends it over to Brewster. Loose ring, battling for it. Ends up getting picked up by Spearing. And the Herd have some open space here to break out. A little bit of a misplay, but they managed to get control of that ring and send it deep into the offensive zone for L'Esperance. And L'Esperance fakes the drop pass, holds it, goes to the slot, tries the pass to Spearing, which almost worked, couldn't stab that ring, goes to the outside. RATH looking to break out. They tap it, looking to break in now. They get it to Anderson. She's in the slot trying to shot, tries a pass, held at the crease. Crease violation. If you get pushed into the crease, it's still a crease violation no matter what.
It is, yeah, unless it's enough of a push to warrant a penalty, I suppose. Okay. That would be yeah.
The RATH, once again, not giving them any space to make an easy reception of the pass with it. Here's Wheeler coming up the center right now. She tries a shot, pad save, goes to the outside.
This morning's game, we talked a bit about the importance of pressure, and the RATH are putting a lot of pressure on the Herd right now, and it's translating into some ring stabbing issues that the Herd are having. And I suspect those will sharpen up here as the game goes on, and they'll start finding some ways into free space to make it a little easier to stab passes.
Campbell made a good offensive play to keep the ring in the offensive zone, not allowing the RATH to break out. Cavadas now looking for her opportunity, kind of misplays it, tries the the slot pass, it ends up going through. It's picked up there by Hemstreet, who then looks. Was that a crease violation? I didn't see that.
I think it must have been. Yeah, the shot clocks were. Oh, it's the end.
It's the end of the first quarter. I didn't even see that.
3 seconds left in the quarter. Look for a screen here.
They pulled their goalie to get this one shot, try the screen shot. They try to look for a rebound, and that's the end of the period.
We saw a buzzer beater in the game earlier today, so we want to try to score right until that final buzzer goes, obviously.
It'd be a big momentum builder.
Yeah, it was an interesting first quarter there. I didn't, I see there's a decent number of shots on the board. It just didn't really feel wide open. Yeah, it was kind of reserved. I expect this game is going to start to open up a little more here in the subsequent quarters. I've watched both these teams play a lot, and I think that they both have lots of firepower here. So. The ring stabbing thing is critical, though. You know, it just really, even a few of the herd breakouts you're seeing, they're not quite stabbing it cleanly. And they do have a breakout that if it's executed effectively, they've got some really fast players. They can get the ring down the ice quickly. It can generate, you know, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, or breakaway opportunities if it's done effectively. They just haven't quite been stabbing that first pass very well yet. If they can start connecting on those, you'll see some really nice up ice pressure from them. But of course, as we've watched in the game this morning and so far today, the RATH play tight defense. They're a tight checking team, lots of really strong skaters on their team. So they're obviously gonna resist that as this game goes on, and we'll see who can win the battle when it comes to that.
The RATH definitely seem to have much more of a tight man-on-man coverage with their defensive style.
Yeah.
RATH taking their free play, and we start the second quarter. Good pass into the zone, gets picked up there by Jansen, who sends it across for the herd. They try to break out. It ends up going a full 2 lines, and so the herd can't play it immediately, and that's the ring going nowhere rule. Looks like a free play for the herd here.
Yeah, it was a tough spot for the RATH defenseman there. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, they closed down on her quick as soon as she played that ring. Behind the net with it here, we have the Herd's offense. She fakes the drop pass, but there's a slot shot. Goes up and over the... No! It goes right into the glove and kind of loose ring wobbles up and over the shoulder into the net. What a goal.
Harvey had that one, got her glove on it, and it just sort of hit and deflected, rolled up over. Good shot, good hard shots do that. So, tough one for the goalie, though. She'll probably wish she had that one back, but made the initial save. And we're all knotted up. There we go. Maybe the floodgates will open up a little bit here, and we'll see an offensive display.
Got to see some fire here offensively. The RATH looking to break in. They try the break pass. It doesn't work. That was a good interception there by Hildebrand. Lesperance looking for a shot. She shoots, just goes wide. Murray battling with it. That looks like a tripping call on the way. And that's a tripping call.
Just got a little too...
Just kind of
a little too aggressive with the stick there. It's kind of an unlucky one. She was just trying to stab the ring, really, I think, and she caught the back of her skate. The player fell. Well, we've got a power player for the RATH. See if they can strike back.
RATH starting their power play, free play. Wheeler sends it to the outside for Brewster. Brewster skates behind the net with it. She heads to the outside. She drops that pass to Bears. Bears in the slot does a nice drop shot or drop pass. Slot pass is there. Picked up again by Brewster. Nothing super dangerous yet. That goes over again to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, rebound to the outside. Recovered there by Bears. Bears also looking for her shot. Tries sneaking through the middle, but it doesn't end up working. And that's picked up there to get broken out by Hildebrand. Goes 2 lines, and Ava Will with it now, looking to break out. She gets it up to Ung. Ung trying to send it in. Sends it in for Hemstreet. Hemstreet behind the net with it, waiting for her teammates to come in and help her out. She fakes that shot, she shoots, and she scores! She's got a really sneaky shot on that. She faked the backhand shot, drawing everybody out of position, and then got a good forehand shot on the blocker side of the goaltender, beating her.
Yeah, that was a real crafty little play she made there. She lunged out with her backhand and then reached all the way back with her forehand, lifted it right into the top corner there. A lot of skill required to make that shot, but the goalie, I think, was partially screened. Very, very good offensive play, though. Kaylee Davies, the goaltender for the Herd, an excellent goaltender, and you got to get some movement going, some traffic in front of her to score on her, and that's exactly what they just did there.
RATH looking to break in. They managed to get a good break-in pass there to Anderson. Anderson cutting around the outside. trying to get her support. Here's Meyer with it. Meyer cutting in the slot, does another drop pass and a shot. Ooh, goes off the crossbar, up and over and behind the net. Still recovered by the Wrath on their offense, looking for another opportunity. She fakes a drop, fakes it again. They keep her to the outside with good pressure. Meyer tries to send it in for Gillespie. Gillespie behind the net with it. Passes it over to Brown. Brown back to Gillespie. Gillespie tried the shot but couldn't stab that ring perfectly. Wrath still looking for an opportunity. Tried the slot pass. It didn't end up working. Loose ring picked up there by the Herd. The Herd send it goes a little bit too far. Campbell gets knocked over. The Wrath take possession in the defensive zone. She sends it back for the relief pass to her D, and they look to break out. They get that breakout pass to Wheeler, and now Wheeler's looking for the break in. Nothing easy, so she does a loop. She sends it into Bears. Bears not getting a good ring on that.
Oh.
They're getting a penalty for that. I think it might have been a little bit of an incidental situation.
Yeah.
The Wrath maintaining possession, though. It's a delayed call, and so the goalie can pull themselves for that extra attacker if they want. I don't think they're going to, though. Wrath looking for an opportunity still. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get something. Brewster shoots, and
I got a reset.
I think they got the reset. They still maintain possession. She passes across to Hassel. Hassel back across. A good drop pass to Wheeler, and now Wheeler has it behind the net there. Looking again for that shot. Slot pass. Hemstreet down behind. Goaltenders following this stuff really well, too. Bears looking for the shot. Does the pass instead. Shoots, and it's a pad save there.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate penalty there. It's 2 in a row for the Herd where they were just sort of the victim of circumstance. Kind of had their stick in there reaching for the ring and ended up tripping up the Wrath player on both occasions. She's disputing it a little bit with the official over there, but I will guarantee it will be to no avail. And anyway, another power play opportunity for the Wrath here.
Trying to plead her case.
Yeah.
I've never seen a penalty get overturned in my
no, it just doesn't work.
Still wear the shot. Wrath using their free play. Anderson sends it to the outside. Not sure which number that is. Has it behind the net. Passes it up to Hemstreet. Hemstreet with it now. Passes into the slot. Ooh, and a good shot and a beautiful save there made by Davies. Davies not letting anything easy, and they really do have to have a really creative offensive attack just to get past her. They got that slot pass back to Hemstreet. Hemstreet into the slot to Anderson. Anderson couldn't quite get that full handle on it, and so it's taken by Vince for the Herd, and they look to break out. The Herd get it into the neutral zone. Hildebrand under pressure passes it across to Bizitny. Bizitny hauled down, tries to get that pass across. Ooh, and a little bit of body contact in the neutral zone. Nothing's being called, and the Wrath have possession in the offensive zone. Anderson with it, looking for some support. Drops it for Meyer, and she goes off for a change. Meyer with it behind the net. Goes back down and around. Looking for opportunity. Cuts to the slot. She tries a shot. The defense does not let it go anywhere. It's still loose ring. Looks like the goalie has it. Sends it out to her D, and they look to break out. Ooh, under a lot of...
And that's a penalty.
That's definitely going to be a penalty on the Wrath this time. We got a tripping call for Brown.
You know, that's 3 in a row now, all similar, where the players have just kind of got caught with their stick in the wrong spot there. Tangled up in an opponent's skates and led to 3 consecutive tripping penalties. Nullifies the Wrath penalty here and will be even strength for about 44 seconds until the Herd go to the power play.
The Herd take their free play with a shot by Lesbron straight off the bat. She wanted it. Cuts high above that ringette line. Does a drop pass down to... I believe that's Amaranjin again. That goes over to Jansen. Jansen looking for a shot. She passes it through the slot over. Fake shot, and then a real shot, and then another shot on the rebound, and 3 saves individually. Good plays there by the goaltender Harvey for the Wrath. And another save there. Stick or blocker save there. The Wrath defense being strong on their edges managed to keep that right.
Penalty coming here against the Herd.
Another penalty on the Herd. Well, they got an opportunity, a bit of an odd man rush. It was 2-on-1, but it changed very quickly into a 1-on-3. Dropped for Wheeler. Wheeler around the outside, cutting through the slot. They try to tie her up. Not a good tie up. Here's Rock with it. Rock cuts in, tries the backhand shot. Saved by the blocker. I think there was a crease violation there, and we'll have that delayed penalty called as well.
They're just trading penalties back and forth.
It seems like it.
It leads to 4-on-4 play. Normally teams will have 2D and 2 forwards on the ice. So you see a defenseman now, they get their big chance to do a little offensive zone play here. So you saw Amaranjan in the other end there for the Herd, and now we're going to see one of the RATH defenders here attacking.
RATH also trying a shot off the free play. Loose ring in front of the net. That's another crease violation and another free play.
Actually, I think what they're doing here on that topic, the RATH have a defenseman who's been playing center for him. Wheeler is a defenseman by trade, but she's playing center today, and maybe, I don't know if that's a permanent installment for her, so she's probably playing D on this shift, but normally she's a center. Or normally she's a D.
Yeah, but she's playing center.
No, this shift she's probably playing defense.
Good stick checks there by the Herd's D. They send it out into the neutral zone. Can't quite get a good breakout pass, and so the RATH do take possession of it. Brewster with it, looking to break back in. Pass goes in. That's there for Wheeler, and Wheeler to Bears, and Bears takes that possession. Bears cutting through the slot, not really being pressured that high yet. Over to Hemstreet. Hemstreet keeps it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to do something. She tries the bottom pass to Bears. It doesn't quite work. Oh, loose ring behind the net. Battle for it. Bears kind of toppled over herself, and the Herd kind of worked their way out. Herd try to send it out to Campbell. The RATH jumping on that, not allowing it, and they break in. Hemstreet with it now below that ringette line. She passes it down behind the net. And the RATH looking for that opportunity. She sends it high into that slot, and Anderson tries to go through the slot for the shot. Can't quite seem to get a solid shot off, but she does get a good chance. The RATH not allowing them to break out easily, and they are being very strong on their sticks on both ends. That was Armstrong there, who wasn't getting held up there and managed to break the ring right back in. We got Meyer with it now. Meyer passes all the way across to Ung. Loose ring gets picked up there by Campbell. Campbell does the relief D pass. That's good to Rempel, and Rempel looking to break out. Under pressure, sends it to the neutral zone, manages to get it all the way down, goes for Jensen, and Jensen's all alone in her offensive zone. And there's another trip.
That penalty got out about 2 seconds ago, and then another infraction almost instantly.
I think we've had more penalties and power plays than we've had even strength in this one.
It feels like it, certainly. Like I said, it's like both teams are Calgary just comes off the power play, and then 2 seconds after that Herd penalty came out, the RATH player took the penalty, and gets Meyer went into the box there for tripping.
Morissette for the Herd uses the free play, sends it out to the outside there to Kohutch. Kohutch skates around the net. Kohutch does a nice little spin around and move to lose a defender. Tries the shot. Ooh, and a good glove save there by Harvey. Here's Morissette with it at the slot. She tries a shot, and it ends up being saved by the pad of the goaltender. Harvey not letting them take anything easy. And they look to break out. Try the breakout pass, ended up getting kind of bumped in the air. And Kohutch takes it into the offensive zone for the Herd. Behind the net with it now. She tried the drop pass behind the net. It's loose, and it's ended up still picked up by Morissette. They didn't jump on that loose ring opportunity. Slot pass, Jansen. Jansen with a quick shot. It was a good stab and a good shot. She got stopped by the goaltender. And now the RATH look to break out. Wheeler bumping herself against the boards, still containing that ring, and sends it out into the neutral zone. Gillespie with it now. Gillespie gets hauled down. No penalties on the play. The Herd take the ring and go the other way with it. They break in. She gets a bit of a breakaway. She tries a shot. Ooh, and it gets saved by the toe there of Julia Harvey. Looks like
someone was in the crease.
Crease violation. The RATH have a chance to break out here. Here's Murray with it. Murray sends it out. Ring ends up being loose and picked up. Here's L'Esperance, fresh out of the box. She's trying for a shot, tries to cut through the slot, and the defense holds her to the outside. L'Esperance tries that cross the slot pass. That gets all the way over to Spearing. Spearing back down to L'Esperance. L'Esperance gets pushed above that ringette line, fakes a drop pass, loses a defender, comes back in under the ringette line, she gets a pass, shot, and a goal!
Oh.
That's some quick hands, good movement there.
Very quick hands. I don't think the goalie thought for a second she was going to make that move. She
And pull it back.
Reached for the far side and then pulled it back real quick. Nice goal. I didn't see who scored that one.
I was just looking for the number. 66?
It's Hildebrandt, I think, got that one.
That is Hildebrandt. Taylor Hildebrandt with a beautiful goal there. It's all tied back up, and the Wrath take their free play. Wrath looking to break in, get it to the outside. Chance in the middle in the slot. She cuts out looking for an opportunity. Wheeler with it. Behind the net, passes it over to Brewster. Brewster holding. She tries to cut hard to the slot. Cross slot pass. Bears with it. Tries the shot.
Ooh.
Almost snuck through the 5-hole, but a good save there by Kaylee Davies. The Herd send it out to the neutral zone. That's picked up well by Campbell. Campbell looking to send it in. Gets it to Wotherspoon, who manages to get that awkward ring. The Herd in the offensive zone with it now. Wotherspoon cutting through the crease, does a good pass through the slot to Campbell. Campbell gets hauled down cleanly, and the Wrath battle for that loose ring in front. Looks like a crease violation.
That was another one of those plays where the stick just kind of got in the wrong spot. I thought,
Might have called
another
it.
tripping.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
They let that one go. The Wrath looking to break out, send it to the neutral zone, get it to Ung, battle for the loose ring. Ring get tied up. And the Herd. See, I thought the Wrath had possession and the Herd tied them up. So it would have been the other way around, but it was the other.
I think she was kind of being held. It's a curious one because it's not enough of a hold to be a penalty, but it's enough to give the Wrath the possession of the ring.
Armstrong sends it in. They got an offensive opportunity. Oh, Ung could not stab that ring. If she would have, that would have been a hell of an opportunity. They're looking for another one. They try the shot. Ooh, it sneaks up over the shoulder, hits the crossbar, and stays out. Still the Wrath maintain possession. Still they try that another slot pass. That's Anderson with it now. Anderson cutting hard into the slot. Does a drop pass. They try the shot. Ooh, and it goes all the way, and it's a nice save. Looks like a crease violation.
Yeah, you can just see how important it is to stab those passes. A few of those stab cross-ice passes, and the score would be different here.
Jansen with it. Jansen looking to break out, sends it into the neutral zone far deep. And now they got an odd man rush, 2-on-1 opportunity. Oh, she can't stab the ring. She still manages to keep control of it there. You got Page with it. Page cutting around. Does a drop pass there for Jansen. Jansen cutting in hard. Tries the shot, gets kept to the outside. That ring is still recovered by the Herd's offense. Here's Kohutch with it. She tries a shot, gets sent back down. It's behind the net, and that's the shot clock that goes out. Goalie ring. Nowhere to go with it yet. She tries, and it ends up working, getting out to Armstrong. Armstrong under a little bit of pressure by the Herd. The Wrath end up getting it all the way into their offensive zone. Brown takes it behind. Oh, she tries the slot pass. Oh, I almost had it. But Hemstreet ends up not being able to get a solid shot on that. And the Herd turned it around the other way. You got Hildebrand with it here. She had a quick shot that last time that went in. Brown still holding it, maintaining possession behind the net. She tried another shot there. I think she reset the shot clock with it. They tried another shot with it by L'Esperance. I didn't even realize that was
time was about to expire there. Harvey had to make a great blocker save there to keep this game even at 2. I guess the score is indicative. You look at the shots on goal, the score, pretty even half all in all, I'd say.
Yep. It started to pick up in that second quarter for sure.
Oh, you could see how the zone transition and the ring stabbing makes such a difference. That very last sequence for the Herd there coming down the ice, they made a couple nice ring stabs. They had a quick 2-on-1, and It makes all the easy. I think expect to see both teams play a little sharper in the second half, and then you'll start to see some of that fast action up and down the ice that makes Ringette such an awesome sport. Just how fast the ring can move up and down the ice.
Okay, we are now at the half. I got a few shout outs. Again, if you see that QR code on your screen, if you scan the QR code, that'll present with a little Google form that'll let us know that you're watching. And who we have watching right now, we have Aaron Harvey watching from Surrey, cheering on the Calgary Wrath. Great to have you, Aaron Harvey. Oh, that was this morning's game. I wonder if hopefully you're watching again, Aaron. We have Karen Kohutch. Karen, watching from Oak Bank, Manitoba, and cheering on the herd, and in particular, number 16, Lexi Kohutch. Great to have you, Karen from Oak Bank. We've got Ann Wilson watching from Calgary, cheering on Kaylee Armstrong, but really the whole team. And great to have you, Ann Wilson from Calgary. We've got Grandma and Grandpa Gutowski watching from Oak Bank. And again, cheering on number 16, Lexi Kohutch. Got a cheering section for Lexi. Great to have you, Grandma and Grandpa Gutowski. Got Lene Gutowski, also from Oak Bank. There's a lot of folks watching from Oak Bank. Again, number 16 for the herd, Lexi Kohutch. And I know this last one, that is Pickles, watching from Manitoba, cheering on the herd. Great to have you, Pickles. So again, if you see that QR code and would like to have a shout out, now is your opportunity. I'm going to play right now. We're going to have all the replays from the first half. That's going to be queued up right now. I'm going to play a Manitoba Herd song, followed by a Calgary Wrath song. Enjoy the replays.
Ice locked tight, every shot denied, every move in sight. Bezique knee cut short, Rempel brings the storm. Spear spins fast, skate pass, shoot score. Gillen with the glide, Vince got the play. Jansen moves slick, taking it away. Page on the rush, Kohutch in the lane. Les spur on's fire, Lions bring the flame. Campbell with the burst, a Morogin strong. Morissette on the pivot, rhythm in the song. Heineman hustle, Hildebrand quick. Waterspoon flash, Cavadas with the trick. We flex with the ring, precision and speed, every move locked in, every play we lead, sharp turns, fast breaks, fans on their feet, every goal we score makes the anthem repeat. From Davies to Spear in the Wallen ring play, Rempel and Bezique knee moves tailor-made. Gillen and Vince, Morissette with the spin, Page and Kohutch, fans watch the herd win. Lesperance Lions, Campbell in stride, a Morogin power, Jensen with pride, Heineman, Hildebrand, Waterspoon dash, Cavada seals it, victory splash. Ring in the circle, speed in the veins, Manitoba herd, we're changing the game. Winnipeg strong, yeah we claim that fame. Every time we hit the ice, they remember the name. Ring the zone, herd on the rise, speed on the ice, fire in our eyes. NRL power speed, grit on high. Manitoba herd, yeah we electrify. from locking down. Harvey in the crease, goal line fortress, opposition on freeze. Galeski with the glide, Brewster bringing heat. Anderson on the edge, Hemstreet with the beat. Brown with the power, Ung in sync. Maya with the fire, Salve makes him blink. Hazel hustle hard, Armstrong never slow. Wheeler willing quick, rock steady with the flow. Beers got the claws, Marlboro with the dash. Willpower strong, Murray making that splash. Teamwork tight, every line in sync. Past that ring, watch the rivals blink. Circle in motion, yeah, we own that zone. Slide through ice like a cyclone blown. NRL throne, Wrath rise to the top. Calgary storm, we can't be stopped. From the boards to the break, we accelerate. Every play, every shift, we dominate. Feel the vibe, crowd alive, let the anthem rise. Calgary RATH, yeah, we electrify. We the RATH, speed on blast. Pushing the limits, yeah, we moving fast. Ring in the lane, watch the defense crash. Calgary pride, feel the thunder clash. Ring queens, we swing, let the anthem sing. Fast break, sharp cuts, let the victory ring. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western hubs burning, we shine so bright. Heat, herd, wrath, yeah, we bring that fight. Martensville pride, keep it grooving all night. Welcome to the hub where the ice runs hot. Saskatchewan heat, yeah, they bring that shot. Manitoba herd stampede in the lane. Calgary RATH rolling, breaking the chain. Feel that ring, watch the magic swing. Fast break, sharp turns, hear the crowd sing. Speed and soul, that's the Western vibe. NRL pride, keep the dream alive. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western hubs burning. Ring in the.
All right. We got a few more shout outs. They're coming in now, which is fantastic. We have watching right now Bob and Sue. They're watching all the way from Denver, cheering on the RATH. And go Kaylee. Great to have you, Bob and Sue, watching from Denver. We got Marilyn Will, Grandma of Ava Will, cheering for the whole team. Great to have you, Marilyn Will, watching from Calgary, cheering on the RATH. And, of course, her granddaughter, Ava Will. The Harveys are watching from Surrey, BC, cheering on the RATH. Great to have you, Harveys from Surrey. What Kelsey watching from Winnipeg. And she has the right answer. If you're watching from Winnipeg, better be cheering for the herd, and you are. Great to have you, Kelsey. We got the Morissettes watching from St. Pierre, Manitoba, cheering on the herd, and in particular, Bree Morissette. Great to have you, Morissette family. Anne and Bill McDonald watching from Nelson, British Columbia, cheering on Julia Harvey and the RATH team. Great to have you, Anne and Bill McDonald. And we got Julia's super fans watching from Vernon, British Columbia, cheering on the RATH and Julia Harvey, who's doing just great between the pipes so far. We have Dwayne Kohutch watching from Oakbank, Manitoba, cheering on the herd, and Lexi Kohutch. The Kohutch fan club is building. We have Lorraine Fiddler, also from Oakbank, also cheering on Lexi Kohutch and the herd. It is great to have you all watching. We got a couple minutes left here. I'm going to show a quick little video here. I think this one is from last year's RATH team, but it's kind of fun, so I'm going to play it. Enjoy.
I would choose Rachel Ung because she would eat all the weird food in a weird food challenge.
I would pick Jenica because even though we're directionally challenged, she could drive stick, I can do math, we'll be good.
Giving a diplomatic answer, but I would literally choose anyone on this team. Lots of good partners, lots of good options.
Okay, if I was to choose a partner on The Amazing Race, it would be Brianna Beck because she knows how to read maps and I do not.
Go on Amazing Race, I would want Mia to be my partner if and only if she had two shoulders, because I just feel like she'd be a great time. Definitely Mia.
I think Mia Hemstreet. Okay, I would pick Mia because it seems like she would kind of cook in a challenge like that, and I also would pick Maddie because she's my bestie.
I would pick Anne because she's my bestie, but I'd also pick Barb because we'd stay in bougie hotels.
Caitlin Yulden.
I would choose KK.
KK because I trust her with my life.
Definitely Kaylee Armstrong or KK. I would trust them both with my life.
Kaylee Armstrong, obviously.
Kaylee Armstrong.
Kaylee Armstrong because we would win.
All right. You've heard a few of the tunes. If you're interested in downloading some of these nifty little songs, that QR code will bring you to a OneDrive folder. So you need to have OneDrive in order to access it. But if you have the technical savvy enough to scan the QR code and log into and create a Microsoft account to log into OneDrive, you can then download these songs and many, many others that we've had from last year and this year, specific to the National Ringette League. So, yeah, they're yours to no charge. Just go ahead if you'd like to have some, but I thought I'd share those in case anybody out there wants some of these tunes. So there you go. And I'll open up that shout out line one more time. I'll let this QR code stay on the screen for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back to the shout outs. So yeah, we got quite a few shout outs. This is fantastic. Glad that everybody's watching. It's like the players are about to come on the ice here too. I'm gonna see if I can actually get the summary going here too. There we go. The period 2 summary. We had quite a bit happening in the second period. The goal by Bree Morissette to open things up. That was about a minute into the period. L'Esperance got the penalty. That led to a power play goal for the Wrath by Hemstreet. Penalty to Rempel. The penalty parade continued down to Brown with the Wrath. As they continued to trade penalties, L'Esperance went back to the box back to the box for another penalty. Then Regan Meyer, and then finally a goal by Hildebrand. And that was the period 2 summary. That's what happened. A lot of penalties, a few goals. Period 2. Let's see if I can get the period 1 loaded here, if it'll let me. It doesn't seem to want to though. Dang it all. Oh well. We're about to get started here. I'll flash that QR code one more time. Oh, one other thing I should mention too is again we've got the rosters of these tremendous athletes. Just so much fun to watch all the speed and skill. And between the pipes for the Wrath with the 2 goalies, we had Julia Harvey taking the goaltending duties for this game. Shout out to Julia. And of course, for the Herd, it is Kaylee Davies, number 31, in the pipes for the Herd. So that's who we got out there. I don't know if either team is missing any players. Unknown. All right, well, we're looks like the ring free play is about to start. I'm going to transition this microphone back over to our play-by-play. That's Gabe Croswell and Paul Kozan on the color commentary.
And I didn't see before they took the clock away how the period ended. And it did end, if that's accurate, with exactly 15 shots on goal for both teams, an even score of 2-2. So tells you a little bit about that first half. Let's see what the second half has in store for us here.
When it comes to matchups, you had said that's like the Saskatchewan Heat doesn't often beat, or this was the first time that they were able to beat the Wrath. Is the Manitoba Herd a little bit more of a developed team than the Saskatchewan Heat, or do you find they're in the same sort of situation?
I'd say that they're more veteran for sure. I think they've got some players who've been playing in this league a little bit longer. And, you know, I think being around, experiencing what it takes to succeed at this level is helpful. So yeah, that's a bit more of a history. They've existed as a different team, and then kind of re-emerged as the team they are now, the Herd. So, but definitely a lot of these athletes are, you know, older, let's say, more mature, and
Veterans.
that helps veterans, you know.
L'Esperance taking it for the Herd. She drops it off there for Hildebrand. Hildebrand tries the shot, loose ring in front, picked up in the crease there by the goaltender. I didn't think anyone touched it in the crease. We got the goalie's ring. Goalie sends it behind the net for the Wrath. And the Wrath look to break out. I think that's there. The Wrath looking to break out, get that pass up to Gillespie. Gillespie manages to send that ring into the offensive zone. And here Gillespie holds it. Gillespie still with it, up top the ringette line. Cuts into the slot, tries a shot. Ends up getting knocked away there by the defense. Good tight triangle there. Murray looking to break it back in, tries the quick pass, it works, and Gillespie takes that possession. Gillespie looking for an opportunity. Drops it to the teammate. Still staying wide and high with it. That's Brown. Brown tries the slot pass with it, and that goes back there to Brewster. Brewster tries the shot, ooh, and a good save there made by the goaltender. That's Kaylee Davies making a nice pad save. Ring goes out to the neutral zone, picked up by Murray for the Wrath. They take it right back in. Brewster is holding it now. Brewster stays behind the net, goes wide. Pass to the slot, it's on the stick. Knocked off there by the defense. Good stick checks there. And the Herd break out. Campbell with it. Under pressure, she makes a relief pass back to the D. And a good D to D relief pass to Heineman. Heineman sending it deep, hoping to get it back to Campbell, and Campbell takes it behind the net. Campbell with it, looking for an opportunity, tries to cut through the slot. Can't seem to go anywhere with it quite yet. Tries again. Slot pass and the shot and a beautiful save there. And she gets another shot. Goes off the stick and it goes out to the outside. Still recovered by the Herd. They keep offensive possession. Campbell with it, moving around.
There's an example of the kind of opportunity you can create if you catch that pass. And
Yeah.
I think she just double clutched it slightly. Otherwise, you would have probably seen her lift that right up into the net there on that one-timer opportunity.
Page tries the drop pass, ends up still making it to the teammate there. Seeing who this is, I think that's Morissette with it, who had sent it deep, and loose ring battle. That gets picked up by the Wrath right as the shot clock goes off. It's a goalie ring. Goalie's ring sends it there to Marlborough. Marlborough looking to break out. Gets it up high there for Wheeler, and Wheeler sends it in. That's a good pass to Anderson. And Anderson does the slot pass shot, and a good save there again by Davies. Ung had a great opportunity, short side with the ring. They send it behind the net, do the pass to get it out of the zone. Breakout pass is good to Kohutch, and break-in pass is good to Thiessen. Thiessen with it now, tries the pass inside, and then he poked it in and a goal! That was a beautiful, I don't even think she stabbed that one. I think she just poked it right in.
I was thinking about, it's funny, these observations we make about catching one-timers, and that one, she didn't even bother catching it.
No.
She just sort of swatted at it and poked it right into the net.
It's nice to see that can be done every now and then. I was
Yeah.
curious about if they would try hockey shots that sort of similar way.
Yeah, it's really, you got to hit it perfect. That one just kind of, it sort of handcuffed the player a
Yeah.
bit, I think, and then she just stabbed at it and get that ring to the net. Good things will happen.
And the Herd takes the lead for the first time in this second half. That's the first goal of the second half. The Wrath tried to break in. The Herd turned that down right away, and they break into the offensive zone. They got a 2-on-2. L'Esperance tries the shot, goes up over the goaltender's shoulder. Hemstreet with it now behind the net for the Wrath, looking to break out. They have under pressure. Nice little spinorama move to beat a defender. Hemstreet keeps it. Still looking to break out. No easy play. Finally gets it out, and the Herd stop that chance and send it right back in. Now here's L'Esperance with it. She sends it across. So to the outside, here's Hildebrand with it. Hildebrand, nowhere to go with it. Makes that cross pass to Cavadas. Cavadas holds behind the net. Really quick hands on that athlete. Sends it over to Campbell. Campbell tried the shot, bouncing ring. Picked up by the Wrath, and they look to break out. Oh, they tried to pass. A bit of a miscommunication between that offensive breakout pass play there. And Hemstreet takes possession. She sends it deep. No teammates to help her out, so Cavadas ends up taking it back to the Herd, and they break out. Breakout pass is good to Campbell. Good stab there. Campbell gets it knocked off her stick. Ooh, they managed to break. Oh, that ring's been bouncing back and forth. I can't keep up. Armstrong with it for the Wrath now, defensively. Neutral zone pass is good. They broke out. Now they look to break in. Break-in pass is good to Brewster. Brewster looking for that slot opportunity. No one pressuring up top right now. Hurd just keeping her to the outside. Brewster drops it to Wheeler. Wheeler tries the shot. Good stick save there by the defenseman there. That would have been Amarajan again who had made that stop defensively. Kohutch now for the Hurd breaking in. Kohutch tries the shot, and it goes up and over the goaltender. I think that was a save, but they didn't say that on the shot clock.
I'm pretty sure that hit her shoulder. Yeah.
Rath take recovery on that. They break out. Ung with it. Ung moving up. Passes in. Break-in's good. They look for an offensive opportunity. Behind the net with it. That's Anderson. Anderson cutting into the slot. Tries the shot pass. Slot pass, and it ends up getting recovered by her teammate. Couldn't get that quick shot opportunity, though. They try a shot from the outside, reset the clock, and take possession again.
And these Hurd forwards are leaving the zone here. The ones that home along the line or the net line there. It's giving the RATH forwards a lot of space to maneuver around out there. And they're taking advantage of it here. Now the Hurd forwards back in place, but
Spearing decided to take that position to put a little bit more pressure on the Ringette line, or to help get some fresh legs for a sneaky change there. Shot clock?
That's one of my most hated rules, is when there's a loose bobbling ring and the shot clock goes off and they award it to the team, the attacking team. But I understand the interpretation of it. I just don't.
Fair enough.
I'll stand for the record on that one.
Gillespie sends it to the outside for Meyer. Meyer drops it in the slot to Gillespie. Gillespie drops it to Brown. Brown tries another drop slot pass. It weirdly bounces off a skate and stays in the Rath's possession offensively. Gillespie with it, behind the net. Sneaks around to the outside looking for an opportunity. Gillespie cuts in, does a behind-the-back pass. It went through most of the defenders, but ended up getting picked up by the Hurd, and they send it into the neutral zone. Hildebrand with it, ends up having to pass it into Bezitny. Bezitny in the defensive zone, gets it back out in the neutral zone, and now the RATH take possession of it. They send the ring a little bit too far. Lesperance is battling for that loose ring, but Brown ends up coming out on top, and the RATH break in. Wheeler around the outside, goes behind the net, and looks for a pass. Drops it for Brewster. Brewster cutting into the slot, being held outside. Back up to Brewster. Oh, the ring is mishandled, and it's in the neutral zone. The Hurd can't get good coverage on it either. I didn't even see that.
That was going to the Hurd. Out of contact.
And looks like Lesperance is going to the box for the second time this game.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either, but RATH go to work on the power play here. See what they can do with it.
RATH Wheeler tries the drop pass back to Brewster. Brewster tries the shot through a bunch of screens, and that's a good save there by Davies. They try another shot, but there's the ring tied up rule and a goalie ring. Davies sends it out. Can't quite cleanly get it to her teammate, so Brewster takes that ring and looks for her opportunity offensively again. The Hurd looking to break out. Can't seem to get out on the RATH's intense pressure. That's a good pick and a good cut to the slot. They end up recovering defensively and not letting her get a really solid opportunity. Looks like they're going to be hauled down. The RATH still take possession. Interference is the call. It was pretty, it looked like a couple bumps there. I just didn't know if
there was stuff happening. You felt like there was a penalty coming to someone there.
I think that's that was an interference call, right? The X
that was
on the
interference.
arms.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, here we go. This is reminding me a little bit of the first and second quarter here. The alternating penalties.
Penalties on both sides, 4-on-4 Ringette here. That's Cavadas who drops it for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon getting knocked off the ring. The RATH take the ring and send it to the neutral zone. They break into Hemstreet in the offensive zone, who's trying to cut through the slot, but ends up getting pushed out by Cavadas. The RATH. Ooh, a beautiful pass. It goes right through the crease. Can't be touched, and they're going to call it a crease violation.
Might have went in the crease there.
Must have touched it, yeah. Davies sends it out to the outside. And the Herd break in, or tried to break out and break in, but it goes 2 lines, and it's picked up there by the RATH Armstrong. Armstrong looking to break out. Get something started here. The RATH needing a goal here to tie it back up. 4-on-4 is a good opportunity. Hassel sends it in. Battle for the loose ring in the corner. That gets picked up by Ung. Ung taking possession, passes it back to Meyer. Meyer can't get through the slot cleanly, so she cuts around. Tries to cut in again. Does the drop pass into that short side on the glove side of the goaltender. They get a reset on the shot clock from a weird angle there. And they send it out into the neutral zone. The Herd with it now. Here's Thiessen looking to break in. She sends it deep. Good wheels there by Spearing, who managed to pick up that ring deep in the offensive zone. And the Herd's now on the power play. Spearing with it. Spearing tried the pass, didn't end up working. They battle for the loose ring. Ring goes over. I thought that was played by the same lady here. Yeah, both sides of the blue line. Same athlete. Definitely picking up a little bit in the second half compared to the first.
It's interesting. I think by Calgary RATH standards here, these last 2 games haven't been nearly as explosively high scoring as they like or they used to. So.
I'm looking to break in, sends it deep, gets to her teammate Brown, or Anderson. Anderson tries to pass. Oh, what a beautiful move in front of the net.
I just
what
had
a
to
goal.
say something like that.
Yeah.
Inspired the Ringette crowds to immediately. Yeah,
that is a short-handed goal.
Real nice move there. They tried that move once earlier in the first half, and they didn't connect on it, but that time connected. And it's tough for the goalie when you leave a player all alone in front of the net like that. It's just so easy to move that ring back and forth. And sooner or later as a goal, you got to commit to something.
She's quick with her stick too. Yeah. It's got to be really hard to follow as a goaltender. We are back to even strength here.
Even strength and even score.
Yes, 3-3 in the third quarter.
And the shots are almost even right.
Jansen with it, looking for an opportunity. She tries a shot, rebounds in front, loose ring, picked up by the goaltender there. That's Harvey who sent it out to the D. And now the D look to break out. Wheeler with it in the neutral zone. Sends it in to Bears. Bears can't get a good stab on that ring, and so Vince for the Herd takes over, and they look to break out. The Herd have it. They send it deep. Here's a chance. Oh, Koch getting hauled down. Is there penalty shots in there yet?
There is, yeah. That one won't be. That was just another body contact penalty. I think Koch could sense that there was a defender on her side that she may not be able to get off a great shot, so she drove to the net, smart play, and forced the contact, drew the penalty, and now the Herd will go to work here for 2 minutes on a power play. Basically, the remainder of this third period, barring a goal or a Herd penalty, they're going to be on a power play for the remainder of the third quarter.
That is Spearing with it now. Spearing around the outside. Drops it for Lesperance. Lesperance cuts in and get a goal! And there we go. That'll kill that penalty kill real quick.
That took 12 seconds.
That was very quick. Really strong power play effort there. Lesperance with that nice goal.
Yeah, nice little low drive there. Just kind of dipped her shoulder around the defenseman and then froze the goalie with a bit of a pump fake and then kind of reached out and put it to the far side of the net there. Nice goal.
And a nice assist by Spearing too, who dropped it and let that opportunity open. The RATH looking to break in and tie this game back up. Armstrong sends it in. And the RATH have the ring. I'm with it. Staying to the outside. Slot pass. Pass shot. Gillespie misses the net. They battle for it. Loose ring. The RATH not giving any space. 2-on-2 for that ring. That's going to be a tripping call. That looked very awkward the way that came out. The RATH maintaining possession. Delayed call on the way. I believe that's Amaragen, that's going to be going to the box on this one. Wheeler passes it across to Gillespie. They got 4 in the zone. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler with a shot, and a good stop there by Amaragen. Wheeler continuing to maintain that possession.
That's a very rare 5 in the zone call. You don't see that very often, but that's actually going to, I believe, result in a herd penalty and a herd possession of the ring because of the infraction of having 5 in the zone for the RATH.
Well, they're giving the penalty to Spearing. I thought that was for Amaragen. Kaylee Spearing gets the penalty. It looks like a trip.
Well, seems like just moments ago I was talking about how there'd be a penalty and the herd would be on a power play for the remainder of the period. And here we are now with a minute left, and now the RATH will be on a power play for the remainder of the period.
Oh, and it looks like there goes that. I think you're jinxing the game a little bit.
I'm not going to say anything anymore here. Now the RATH are taking a penalty. All right, never mind. Stop talking about this.
Are they going to give the 2 minutes for, is that boarding or body contact, something similar?
Yeah. So
7 minutes of power play before evening it out.
2 minutes.
7 seconds. The herd in the 4-on-4, she sends it into the crease. That's picked up there by Harvey, and Harvey sends it out to the RATH D. They look to break out. Neutral zone pass is good. Now they look to break in. Brewster sends it in. That works well to Malborough. Malborough behind the net. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to get a reset or a shot. There's the shot, and the ring's loose. That gets picked up there and sent out into the neutral zone. I think that went 2 lines. Ava Will, first one to win that race. She takes the ring, looks to break out. No easy pass, tries the bank. Brewster battling for it with Waterspoon, and the herd come out with the ring. 3 seconds left in the period. Tries the shot from behind, and a good save there by Harvey to end the 3rd quarter.
I was just thinking about something. I'm sure, being that it's early January, a lot of ice sport fans probably just finished watching the World Juniors, the men's World Junior hockey, and if you watch that, their overtimes turn into 3-on-3, and it's really interesting and totally different style of play that happens here. These 2 teams would have been maybe smart to practice 4-on-4 Ringette before they came to the hub here this weekend, because it feels like there's been a lot of 4-on-4 play going on here with the penalties back and forth. And oftentimes, the power plays have been short-lived because the team on power play is taking a penalty right away. So it's theoretically more wide-open ice, but interesting how that's kind of just been the trade-off here with the penalties. Quarter left. Maybe the team that can stay out of the box the most here in the final quarter of play will win this game.
I am loving the fact that these games are staying tight.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a lot more fun.
All right, real quick, we got one more shout out, and that shout out's going to Remy. I didn't want to miss you, Remy. Remy watching from Winnipeg, cheering on the herd, cheering on Kaylee Spearing.
Starting off the final quarter, the RATH use their free play, get into the offensive zone. Hemstreet with it now, looking for a slot opportunity. She cuts around, they're keeping her to the outside. She cuts into the slot, tries a shot, ends up getting stopped, and that ring is in the crease for the goalie. Goalie sends it back to Bezitny. Bezitny sends it across, and they send it out for Campbell in the neutral zone. Loose ring in the neutral zone, ends up going to the defense. They're still battling for it, but there's no ring for them to battle for over there. Ring goes to the neutral zone. Oh, I think she got a stick on it. She didn't. Bezitny with it now, defensively for the herd. Drops it off for Campbell. Little bit of space. They get that break out pass to Vince. Vince tries the bank break in pass to Campbell. Loose ring, battling for it. They are definitely being physical with it, trying to be strong on it. Jansen with it. Jansen drops it back for Campbell. Campbell tries the shot, ends up going off the outside. No time. They get the reset. And now it's goalie Ring. Rath. We're back to even strength.
A cameraman just made the observation the penalties are clear. We'll see if that leads to another penalty here shortly.
Meyer.
Maybe we'll just play 5-on-5 for the entire quarter here.
Meyer tried the pass. Pass went to Ung. Ung tried the shot. Good save there by Davies. Ung still with it. Ung tried the drop to Brown. Brown cutting into the slot, ends up getting pushed out, and the ring goes loose back into the neutral zone. Hurd looking to break in, get a good pass to Lesperance. Lesperance with one already. Good cut, good shot, but it just goes wide of the net. Murray not really giving her an easy opportunity at a shot on net either. Looking to break out. Here's Brown. She tries the pass. Loose ring. Picked up by Jansen. Jansen staying strong on her feet. She tried passing it away. Meyer intercepted it. Oh, they get a good pass down deep to Ung. And Ung's in the offensive zone. Looks like she's taking a breather mid-shift. Nobody pressuring. Drops it for Wheeler, and she gets off the ice. Wheeler waiting for her support group here. Wheeler tries the pass to Gillespie. It works. Gillespie tries the shot. Bounce off the back of the score! Nobody knew where the ring was on the offense or defensive side of things. That ring went behind the net over to the other side and was wide open. I think that was Wheeler that had the wide open shot there.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky for the Herd there. That ring just kind of bounced off the backboards. It's almost like a play you see in hockey sometimes. Bounced off the back, came straight out. She shot it. It's hard to believe nobody went in the crease there, but no. It's a clean one.
It is clean.
And it seems fitting that it is tied again.
Yep.
It's been a real good back and forth game here.
Page looking to get that ring. Gets slowed down.
It's going to be a penalty on the RATH player for tripping, I believe. She sort of lost an edge and slid into the third player, but you can't, doesn't matter if it's an accidental type thing, it's still classified as a trip. Yeah.
The Herd get it knocked off their stick. They end up taking it into the neutral zone, but break back in very quickly.
They're going to need to get a shot here quickly, or they're going to lose possession of the ring. But they're good. They're tripping. Yeah, that's a tough one when that happens. You're just kind of, sort of approaching the player to check them, and you lose an edge and take them out.
Power play is back on for the Herd. The Herd actually been doing really well on their power play this game too. I think they've got 2 goals on their power play today so far. The Herd, here's Cavadas behind the net. Looking for an opportunity. Cuts to the outside, good pressure by the D, not letting anything into that slot. Hemstreet stops that drop pass right off the bat, and they look to break out. Hemstreet circles around, finds the open skater, and sends it up to Brewster. Brewster, also skating around looking to break in, sends it to Hemstreet. Hemstreet takes it behind the net. Oh no, drops it to Brewster. Brewster takes it, 10 seconds left on the shot clock, need to do something with it. She just takes the quick shot. Tries to go pick up the rebound. Cavadas controls that rebound, and they look to break out. The Herd send it to the neutral zone. Can't quite get a good stab on it, but does maintain possession. Campbell looking to break in under a lot of pressure, manages to send it over. That's Wotherspoon with it once again. Wotherspoon skating around with it, drops it for Hildebrand. Hildebrand tries the shot, almost snuck through, but a good glove save there made by Harvey. And that picked up there by Spearing behind that red line. She does a drop pass there. They try breaking in through the center again. They don't let it happen. Spearing manages to pick it up. What a beautiful glove save there by Harvey. Spearing still with that loose ring. Picks it up again. Lesperance short side. They tries to spin around a pass. Slot picked up. Hildebrand tries the shot and ends up going off the outside of the pad. Still a tied game here. And they still maintain possession, the Herd, offensively. I think they've been in the zone for probably a solid minute now. The RATH now finally looking to break out. They managed to get control on the ring. The pass goes off the skate, and they try a shot. Ooh, and a good save there by Harvey. The RATH looking for their breakout pass. They send it wide. They got a chance here. They send it in. Brown with it now. Brown
It was a
and Wheeler.
definite bend but don't break scenario there. They had a lot prolonged pressure in the offensive zone. Just couldn't cash in on that one.
Brown, Anderson, and Wheeler. This line's been doing really solid so far. None of them can touch the ring. Brown still has it. Brown tries the shot. Weird bounce, but they couldn't get a goal. Good save by the blocker there.
There's that call where I thought that was going to be the RATH ring. You heard the fans groan a little bit there on that one because it seemed like the shot happened before the clock went off.
They're looking to break out, send it to the neutral zone. Tries to send it deep, but it doesn't end up working. Loose ring in that neutral zone. Kohut's trying for it, can't stay on it. And the RATH take possession. We've got about 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter, and these teams are very evenly matched right now. Murray skating around, good pressure by Morrissey. Murray sends it in for the RATH. Anderson with it. Sends it deep. That's to Hemstreet. Hemstreet tries the shot. Hemstreet holding. She cuts around. She sends it to Ung. Ung sends it deep. Hemstreet's got possession once again. Slot shot. Nobody's there. Another pass and another shot and another goal. That was a beautiful play by the RATH. It just seemed like they had the defense lost there.
Yeah, not much the goalie could do about that one.
Yeah. There's nowhere else to go. It was a beautiful team play, but the defense needed to be a little bit tighter there. A little bit of a...
Yeah, the center was switching out. She was tired. Just couldn't get another defender back in there in time to help out. Leads to a goal. And this is the RATH's first lead in a long time. Maybe all game now, as a matter of fact. I can't remember who scored the first goal, but it seems like it's either been tied or the Herd have been ahead. The RATH now have a lead. See if the Herd can answer back. They've got their fair share of chances.
Campbell with it, staying to the outside. She looks for that pass. She gets the pass off. They try the shot. Ooh, and a good save there by the goaltender.
Great job by Harvey to get all the way across.
She followed that pass well, and that was an excellent opportunity. Wotherspoon not letting that ring above the ringette line. She keeps that offensive pressure rolling. Behind the net with it now. Drops it for Cavadas. Slightly mishandled, but she keeps that ring. Looking for an opportunity. Passes it across. And Campbell takes possession. Campbell sends it into the slot. Loose ring. Battling there. Ooh, looks like they're not calling anything. Just a shot clock violation. All right, the RATH looking to get a breakout here. Ava Will with it now. Will passes it out to Bears. Bears passes it in to Gillespie. Gillespie under pressure. Gives it to Bears. Yep, looks like a hooking call or a tripping call on the way. Bears manages to keep possession. She tries to pass across. She gets that pass across. Meyer takes possession of it now. And here's Rock. Rock tried the pass. Gillespie with a shot. It goes up and over the shoulder. They still maintain that possession on a delayed penalty. Drops it for Brewster. Brewster cutting in. Tries the pass. Ring is still within that zone. Gillespie with it. Does a little spinorama pass. Brewster. Once again trying that slot pass. It doesn't seem to work, and L'Esperance takes possession, so the penalty will be called. They are calling a hook on that one.
Is it a hook? Yeah, that's probably what it looked like. Well, not what the Herd wanted here with about 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the fourth period. They need a goal to get back into this one here, but they're going to have to first kill this penalty off.
Yeah, kind of pulling away. All right, the RATH looking for an opportunity here. Here's Brewster. Brewster behind the net, cuts to the outside. Drops it for Wheeler. Wheeler looking to extend that lead and get themselves an insurance goal. Wheeler cuts back, does a drop pass. Drop pass again to Brewster. They continue with it. Brewster cuts in towards the slot. She shoots and she sneaks it underneath the glove of Davies to score that one. It was a quick shot. Power play goal for the RATH.
Yeah, I'd
Back
say
to
that
even
was a
strength.
perfectly placed shot. Just where you try to teach young players to shoot. Every young player, as soon as they want to raise, they want to pump the water bottle out of the net. But that shot just over the pad, below the gloves, great place to shoot. And that's where Rooster tucked it out.
It's a hard one to stop. The Manitoba Herd need to work with a little bit of enthusiasm now. They got to get some fire underneath their skates and try and get a decent opportunity here. They can't get a clean break in, and so the RATH look to break out. The RATH do get a clean breakout and a clean break in, and they're in the offensive zone. Hassel with it. Leaves it for Ung. Ung leaves it as well for Anderson. Anderson back over to Hemstreet. Hemstreet back over to Anderson. Got a decent opportunity there.
Wouldn't surprise me if the RATH take their time with their offensive possessions here with the 2-goal lead and 3 minutes left to play.
Oh! Or just take a shot right to the same spot.
Take a shot and score. That was the same spot. Right, good point.
Over that pad and underneath that glove. They've caught her twice on that same spot. Pouring on the offensive pressure here.
Now you'll definitely see the RATH try to control the ring in the offensive zone and really just kill this clock for the remaining 3:30 of the game. Flip side, maybe the Herd might be calling a timeout here. But, you know, their strategy here is in all likelihood going to be to get Davies out of the net, put 4 into the zone, try to put some pressure, maintain offensive zone time for the last 3 minutes. You know, it's a lot of time, but they got to probably score 1 or 2 real quick ones here and see what happens. They've been close all game. It's been a very, very tight game. You know, really just in the last couple minutes here with those 2 goals where it's kind of opened up a bit here. So that's what they'll be talking about now. The RATH, on the other hand, will be talking about staying calm, making smart passes. Like we talked about, controlling the ring, maintaining possession of the ring, keep control of it down in the offensive zone, keep it away from your net. But when they do get possession, they're just, when the Herd have it in their end, just calmly defend like they always have. They've got a nice, comfortable cushion here, so let's see how this plays out.
Manitoba Herd looking to make something work here so that they can bring themselves closer and climb this hill. Bears for the RATH not allowing that easy break in. Gillespie sends it back to her D.
Oh, they called a penalty on the Herd here, unfortunately.
Another penalty on the Herd. And the RATH keep possession in the offensive zone.
We did talk about that prior to the start of the 4th period here about you know, the team that could maybe stay out of the box a bit might end up taking this game.
It's looking likely.
It does seem like the RATH have stayed out of the box a little better than the Herd have here. Oh, there's probably another penalty right there.
They could easily get 2 on that after that second one.
And they just gave them 1.
With 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock, a 2-minute penalty is be tough to overcome here for the Herd.
Yeah, it's just really hard to achieve the offensive zone when you're shorthanded. I mean, that's the big thing. You know, down here with the RATH, it's 3-on-3. It's the same as any regular play, but if the Herd gets the ring, trying to get down to the RATH's end is tough when you're shorthanded.
You definitely need that extra player to pass to. I think they're probably going to try just to waste the clock down and get those resets on the opportunities closer to those 30-second markers. Wheeler, 10 seconds left on the clock. 2 of the RATH players ended up falling over trips. No calls on the play. The Herd break out there in the neutral zone. Campbell gets hauled all around. The RATH break out. And the RATH try to break in. Loose ring battle. That gets picked up there by Heineman. Oh, they tried to pass out. Brewster ends up pulling it back in. And now they have an opportunity to break out. I think there might be a player down in the corner there getting up kind of slowly. I think she's okay, just a little bit winded maybe. The RATH still looking to break in. Just trying to keep control of that ring. Minute 40 left on the clock. Ring's loose. The Herd have it. The Herd not able to break out on another good poke check by the RATH. RATH keeping it deep. New shot clock, minute 30 left. Here's Hemstreet behind the net.
Yeah, the Herd had a couple chances there to possess the ring and maybe get it down into the Rath's end, but just, again, really tough with the player in the box.
Rath still trying to pound on some of that offense. Take another shot, reset the clock, and then move around with it. We are down to the last minute of the final quarter of this game. The Herd still playing with some fire, trying to get that out. The Rath just not giving them any opportunity to. Meyer takes that ring behind the net now.
A little back to even strength here for the last 45 seconds for what it's worth.
The Herd needing to make use of this extra player and fast if they have any chance at this. With 30 seconds left, those chances are dwindling. Here's Page with it under pressure from the Rath. It's like we've got a tie-up situation and the Rath ring.
Yeah, just a really good job. I mean, they were on a power play, but a good job by the Rath to control the ring for the last 2-3 minutes of this game here. Obviously, the goals help, the cushion helps here, but and the penalty. But overall, just I felt the Rath really took control of this game in the last 4 minutes or so.
The Rath kind of mishandled it. Gives a quick chance for the Herd on a 2-on-1. The Herd, here's Lesperance. He breaks across. And there's another opportunity in the slot. And that is going nowhere. I think it's a goalie ring.
And there's less than 5 seconds left. Harvey's
So she'll hold it out.
Hang on to it.
And the Rath takes the win in game 2.
Good game, really competitive game up until those last few goals there, right at the very end. But closely fought on both ends. Good goaltending by both teams, and yeah, I think it was a good start for the Herd. Obviously, they would have liked to come out with the win, but I think for the vast majority of that game, they played quite well.
They were leading the heavy majority of the game as well. I think the Rath started to realize in the last little bit.
And the Rath found their shooting stroke a little bit. They took some good shots in the fourth quarter there, some real accurate ones. So that's a wrap for this game. Next game will be the Heat and the Herd, both playing their second games of the day, and that's a little later tonight.
All right, we're going to have the replays coming up right away here, along with some NRL tunes to go along with that. And we got one final shout out, and that shout out is to Bria, who's watching from Red Deer. And Bria, shout out to Marv on a gorgeous goal. Patty's got hands. Also shout out to Jazz on the big goal. That is awesome. Thanks for watching, Bria. And for the rest of the shout out, folks, that's Remy, Lorraine Fiddler, Dwayne Kohutch, Julia Superfans, Ann and Bill McConnell, the Morissettes, Kelsey, the Harveys, Marilyn Will, Grandma of Ava Will. We got Bob and Sue, Pickles, Lene Gutowski, Grandma and Grandpa Gutowski, Ann Wilson, and Karen Kohutch. Thanks everyone for watching. And I'm going to have all the replays coming up right now. And you're going to hear the rest of the Martensville Hub Weekend song, the Rath song, and if the replays are still going, I'll replay the Manitoba Herd song, and enjoy.
In the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western hubs burning, we shine so bright. Heat, Herd, Rath, yeah, we bring that fight. Martensville pride, keep it grooving all night. Welcome to the hub where the ice runs hot. Saskatchewan Heat, yeah, they bring that shot. Manitoba Herd stampede in the lane. Calgary Rath rolling, breaking the chain. Feel that ring, watch the magic swing. Fast break, sharp turns, hear the crowd sing. Speed and soul, that's the Western vibe. NRL pride, keep the dream alive. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western hubs burning, we shine so bright. Heat, Herd, Rath, yeah, we bring that fight. Martensville pride, keep it grooving all night. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western precision and style. Western Hub magic making it worthwhile. Past that ring, feel the funk in the play. Teamwork strong, we don't fade away. Martensville lights, crowd in the zone. NRL power, yeah, we own that throne. Ring in the circle, funk in the beat. Western Hub energy can't be beat. Heat, herd, wrath, hear the anthem roar. Martensville pride forevermore. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western Hub's burning, we shine so bright. Heat, herd, wrath, yeah, we bring that fight. Martensville pride, keep it grooving all night. Ring in the zone, let the rhythm ignite. Western Hub's burning, we shine so bright. Heat, herd, wrath, yeah, we bring that fight. Martensville pride, keep it grooving all night. We the RATH, speed on blast. Pushing the limits, yeah, we moving fast. Ring in the lane, watch the defense crash. Calgary pride, feel the thunder clash. Ring queens, we swing, let the anthem sing. Fast break, sharp cuts, let the victory ring. Yo, nice from locking down. Harvey in the crease. Goal line fortress, opposition on freeze. Galeski with the glide. Brewster bringing heat. Anderson on the edge. Hemstreet with the beat. Brown with the power, Ung in sync. Maya with the fire, Salve makes him blink. Hazel hustle hard, Armstrong never slow. Wheeler willing quick, rock steady with the flow. Beers got the claws, Marlboro with the dash. Willpower strong, Murray making that splash. Teamwork tight, every line in sync. Past that ring, watch the rivals blink. Circle in motion, yeah, we own that zone. Slide through ice like a cyclone blown. NRL throne, RATH rise to the top. Calgary storm, we can't be stopped. From the boards to the break, we accelerate. Every play, every shift, we dominate. Feel the vibe, crowd alive, let the anthem rise. Calgary RATH, yeah, we electrify. We the RATH, speed on blast. Pushing the limits, yeah, we moving fast. Ring in the lane, watch the defense crash. Calgary pride, feel the thunder clash. Ring queens, we swing, let the anthem sing. Fast break, sharp cuts, let the victory ring. Ice locked tight, every shot denied, every move in sight. Bezique knee cut sharp, Rempel brings the storm. Spear spins fast, skate pass, shoot score. Gillen with the glide, Vince got the play. Jansen moves slick, taking it away. Page on the rush, Kohutch in the lane. Les spur on's fire, Lions bring the flame. Campbell with the burst, and Morgan strong. Morissette on the pivot, rhythm in the song. Heineman hustle, Hildebrand quick. Waterspoon flash, Cavadas with the trick. We flex with the ring, precision and speed, every move locked in, every play we lead, sharp turns, fast breaks, fans on their feet, every goal we score makes the anthem repeat. From Davies to Spear in the Wallen ring play, Rempel and Bezique knee moves tailor-made. Gillen and Vince Morissette with the spin, Page and Kohutch, fans watch the herd win. Lesperance Lions, Campbell in stride, Morgan power, Jensen with pride, Heineman, Hildebrand, Waterspoon dash, Cavada seals it, victory splash. Ring in the circle, speed in the veins, Manitoba herd, we're changing the game. Winnipeg strong, yeah, we claim that fame. Every time we hit the ice, they remember the name. Ring the zone, herd on the rise, speed on the ice, fire fire in our eyes. NRL power, speed, grit on high. Manitoba herd, yeah, we electrify.
On the ice, hear the battle cry. Skating fast, reaching for the sky. From Calgary strong, we wear the name. RATH in our hearts, we play the game. Respecting our stride, we rise and stand tall. Attitude fierce, we give it our all. Teamwork unites us, we'll never fall. Heart on our sleeves, we answer the call. We are RATH, we fight, we play. Side by side, no fear today. Pass the ring, take the shot. We give it all, we've got. We are RATH, the ice is ours. Shining bright like shooting stars. Through the fire, through the pain, we rise again, we rise again. Blades cut deep, but we don't back.
All right, thanks again, everyone, for watching. That is the end of the live stream. Our next game is at 7 o'clock tonight. That will be the Manitoba Herd and the Saskatchewan Heat. Until then, thanks for watching. Boom. That was awesome. That was good.
Okay, well, wouldn't it be crazy if somehow the herd